Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Today we're taking a look at the first short story of this collection called The Monkey's Paw by W.W Jacobs. I'll try to find it for you. I've already talked to you about this collection that I would be reading this a few weeks ago. It's got published, and now I'm actually, but I got started with this like the next day after I published that, but now it'll be a few weeks by the time you actually see this and such. This short story is 13 pages long. He is an expert master in the field. I'll also try to find you this collection in addition on Amazon. I'll also try to find you this short story for free since he was a big name during his era. And this stuff's more than 100 years ago, so it's past its copyright date. So it should be for free, and I was able to find a marked command for free previously. This short story is called The Lady in the Barge, and it's not really a big, giant horror story. I kept throwing for a horror end since that was a master. And so it was a little hard to get into, too, because there was a lot of dialogue and trying to be dialogue of that time, rather than dialogue of, stuff that you were reading. So it was a little bit harder to get into. It took me a couple of pages before I was able to figure out what's happening. So it was a little bit lesser of a thing for that reason, because it's a dialogue-heavy piece rather than, a lot of descriptions and such. So basically what's happening, no spoilers, obviously. I typically will just give you the first couple of pages of a 13-page short story or the first couple of chapters of a novel to get you basically feet what's happening. We have a captain and our first mate who are on a barge that's going for sale, and it has passengers, which is rare because it's not something that this barge typically does, and that's where the title Lady of the Barge comes from. So she's one of the passengers. So that's basically what's happening in the first couple pages to set up the stuff that's then happening and moving forward. So it's okay. Again, it's not great. It's not harder to get into because it's a dialogue-heavy piece of its time. And I didn't really feel this short story. And again, it's not even a horror short story, but we'll review it because it's by W.W Jacobs, a big name in the field. So once again, I'll try to find it in the comments below. I'm only giving this a 5.5 out of 10. It's not that great. Although mercifully, it's light, so it's not that long. It's a faster short story. It didn't even take me half an hour for me to read it last night. Now, my collection is a little oversized and such, so it's a little bit longer, even with the dialogue-heavy stuff, because it's oversized and because it's longer. It's going to take me a while to get into. But your mileage may vary, so let me know what you thought about it. If you agree or disagree with my 5.5 out of 10, let's talk about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, why not hit the subscribe button, the bell button, the like button, and also let your friends know too. As a reminder, this channel's name is The Worst Thing About New Books. It's a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Joubert, who says that the worst thing about new books was that he kept us from reading the old ones, right? So I like to read a lot of older things like this, and horror, fantasy, and science fiction, my three genres that I cover. And finally, I just want to pause just to thank you, because you took so much time out of your day to invest in watching my video, right? So there's so many different things that are happening in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spent this time with me, that's incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it. Thanks again, and have an amazing day.